Hello, Elko Middle School students. This is Mrs. Saunders here. I am one of your school counselors. And today I am going to be giving you some tips for learning from home. So one huge change this year is that all of you are learning from home at least one day a week. For some of you, it's 3 days a week, and for others, it's every day of the week. And this has been a hard shift for many of you. So please listen to these tips to help you be successful when you are learning from home. Tip number 1, stick to a schedule. So all of you synchronous students were already given the Elko Middle School schedule. If you're having trouble getting to your Zooms on time, make sure you set an alarm for 2 to 5 minutes before each class. That way you don't miss a class. On Wednesdays, when you're working asynchronously, make sure you have a schedule of the classes that you need to attend that day to make sure you're doing your attendance ticket as well as getting your work done. And then check each class off when they're complete. Tip number 2, limit distractions. There are so many more distractions at home than there are at school. So make sure that you are at a quiet place, preferably a table or a desk, somewhere you can sit up straight, and make sure that you don't have the TV on in the background, that you're not playing video games, make sure that you're not looking at your phone. Try to limit your interaction with pets if they're going to be distracting you, or with siblings. Try to be by yourself in a quiet space so you can just focus in class. Tip number 3, participate. We've seen a huge decrease in participation among you guys when you are virtual. Turn your videos on, raise your hands. Make sure that you are actively engaged in class. If you are participating and engaged like you are when you're physically here, you will learn more and you will be able to contribute more to class. Tip number 4, ask questions. When you're at home and you're in a Zoom, if you have a question, ask it while you're in the Zoom. You have a live teacher there that can answer the questions for you. If you're off your Zoom and you realize you have a question, send your teacher a Schoology message. They can't get back to you right away, but hopefully by the end of the day or the next day, they can get you the information that you need. Tip number 5, take notes. It can be really easy to space out when you're looking at a screen all day. So if you're learning something new or something that is particularly challenging, make sure you're taking notes. That way you'll learn the information better and you can write down any questions that you might have that you need to ask your teachers. Tip number 6, complete your work right away. This is something that I have seen to be a struggle with students. Some students, when they log off of Zoom, they take a break until their next class period. Instead of taking a break, make sure you are completing your work right after your Zoom or while you're still in class. That way, if you do your work right away, you might have 5 or 10 minutes between your next class so you can take a break. Go outside, play with a pet, get a quick snack, reward yourself for being productive. Tip number 7, leave time for homework and make sure you write your assignments down. When you're at home, you're still in school, so you still may have homework assigned. So use that enrichment period from 2 to 2:30 or continue it until 3 o'clock if you need to make sure you get all your assignments finished. Write your assignments down in an agenda or on a sheet of paper and check it off when they're complete. Tip number 8, make sure you take time for self-care. Being at home, learning virtually can be very stressful. Make sure you're getting enough sleep every night. Make sure you're getting outside, getting exercise. Make sure that you are eating healthy foods. Make sure you're taking time to make connections with other people. Taking care of yourself, finding ways to de-stress and remain positive is super essential for your well-being and will allow you to be more successful at home. And finally, your last tip, tip number 9, do your best. It can be super easy when you're at home just to rush through your work to get it done. Instead of rushing through, take your time and make sure you show your teachers what you know and really take time to learn the information. We want to make sure that you have a successful year by doing your absolute best. So Elko Middle School students, good luck. You've got this. Virtual learning can be challenging, but we know that if you work hard, you can do awesome in this environment. If you need help, reach out to teachers, to counselors, to parents, to any other adult that you think can help you be successful. We've got your back. We're going to help you navigate through this school year.